Welcome back to a new video. So in this workout was the heavy day of the week. I started out with some muscle snatch plus overhead squat. I only went up to 70 with these because I was treating it as a warm-up for my normal workout. I've kind of gone back and forth whether I want to keep implementing a lot of muscle snatches or using it as a warm-up. I still like the movement and I still probably will do it a couple times a week, but I'm not being as strict of like, all right, I'm going to start every workout with, going up to 70 and just, moving my body around. If I feel like I need to do it or I want to do it, then of course I'm going to. But if I just want to just go right into the lift, then I'll probably do that as well. But it's kind of nice if I'm kind of stuck. One of the things that will happen when I train at the house is I'll kind of get lazy and kind of get stuck with not wanting to start training. Because then you kind of know, like, once you get going, you got to be going at a certain pace in order to be lifting effectively. And what muscle snatches are good with is it gets me like a non-pressure movement to start with. So when I do kind of have that lack of motivation, it's kind of nice to have. So tendency is to not lift as well kind of on those days, but usually it's because I'm more tired or more sore. So of course I'm not going to do as much weight on those days. But like I mentioned, I went up to 70 on the snatches. I took a bigger jump here. As you saw, I went up to 102 with the snatches, and I'm doing them without straps on because it's the heavy day of the week. So it's kind of just putting together some sort of total just to see how it felt. That 111 there, that was weird. I don't remember why or what went wrong on that one. I think I just over pulled it. When I miss like that, it's usually because I either go under the bar too quick, or at least like I'm trying to get into that bottom position too fast and not just extending and trusting the movement. And there is the top set of 120. Not the prettiest snatch. I'm sure my left arm pressed out, but I was able to get it. Last week, I believe I missed that a couple times. So I was able to get up to that 120. And I obviously didn't go above that because the 120 looked difficult and felt difficult. And I had that 111 miss before. But then went on to do some clean and jerks. But like I was saying with the snatches, when I do kind of like loop it behind me like that, it's not, I mean, obviously I have the back strength to throw it behind me like that, but it's mostly because I don't extend well enough and I don't trust myself, and I don't have the confidence in trusting my pull to put myself in the position. So I'm trying to like rush underneath it, if that makes sense. Because when you miss behind, sometimes it's, you over pull it slightly, but for me, it's more so the legs. I don't use that enough because I'll pull it enough. In fact, I'll pull it too much, so I still, over pull like other people, but I still, need to make sure I can trust my legs. That's really, it's like trusting just means like fully extending with them, but it's kind of like the idea that I have in my head when I'm using it is pulling it long enough to allow my legs to fully extend to use it. There, I actually got some dust in my eyes after that clean jerk because I chalked up my chest, and when I was, I think after the clean, or when I started the jerk maybe, but it got in my eyes there slightly. That's why I look kind of weird after it. I was actually able to get up to this 150 here. Again, same thing with my left side. Not the best like lockout and stuff, but I was able to do it and quite happy with that. I didn't want to do squats over this, so I did some snatch pulls. Been kind of enjoying just adding pulls in, and even if they're not super heavy, I actually remembered that I did these without straps. So here's 125 there, and I'm not really sure why I did them without straps. I think I just wanted to work on grip a little bit. Not really any sort of crazy reason. There's 150, and then I think I threw straps on here to do some reps. 150 is a pretty good snatch pull weight where I can pull it with pretty much normal technique and decent speed. And then I went up to 183 here. Decent back position. My hips didn't shoot up too much, but definitely was kind of the limiter. And I actually did this for a triple, so just getting some pulling volume in. And I don't know, I just felt like doing some reps in the snatch pull this day. I normally like just doing heavy regular deadlifts if I'm going to do pulls, but doing some snatch pulls is kind of nice to throw in sometimes. And I don't really have like a specific plan with pulls. I just try to do them a couple times a week. As anyone that's followed me for long enough knows that usually my pulls is by far the easiest movement for me to do and the strongest. So I'm not really too concerned about building the strength. It's more just being able to maintain the tolerance of the positions with like 150 kilos in the snatch pull, or for like clean pulls up to like 180, and then anything more than that's just kind of strength work or just bonus pull work. And I don't necessarily think it's bad for me to do, but it's not like with squats where I'm really focused on trying to push up certain numbers. With pulls, it's just kind of just doing whatever I can do on that day, and it's probably going to be enough because my pull and my back aren't really ever going to limit me thankfully, for the most part. But that's it for this one. So heavy day, productive, got up to what, the 270 total. So just keep building upon that and just keep moving in the positive direction. But that's it for this one. Talk to you in the next video. Peace.